Hey, welcome to Lady Overlander Radio. Tonight we have Michael with Pruitt Knives of Valor. Stand by.
Grab your favorite drink, whether it's a coffee, cocktail, or tea, and get ready. It's Ladies' Night on Lady Overlander Radio. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe so you never miss an episode. The Lady Overlander Radio podcast is available on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and all other major podcast platforms. Enjoy the show.
Enjoy the show, as Misty says. That's my co-host, Misty's lovely little voice that does our intro. She's the brains behind the outfit. She's not here this evening. It's just little old me, so we're going to see what happens. You know what I mean by that. Tonight I got Michael Pruitt on with me with Pruitt Knives of Valor. Hey, dude.
What's up? What's up?
Living the dream.
All right.
Living the dream. What's happening up there in Mo?
Just rain.
Same.
Rain.
Are you done with this weather like I am? Because I'm done.
I'm not done with the cold yet. I'm just done with the rain.
I'm okay with the cold, but I don't like it to be like negatives and single digits. So let's stay around the 30. You know what I mean? Like,
which it's warmed up down here in Searcy. So we've been in the, I had the garage door open working today. It was I might have gotten up to 50. It felt hot.
Yeah. I think it did get up to like 57 here today or something. But then tomorrow it's going to be like in the 40s and rain all day.
Yeah.
Like it was actually
cold. I can do without the rain though.
Right. Today was actually a decent day, like almost hot compared to where we've been.
Yeah, for sure.
Just crazy. Hey, real quick, I want to go over an event that's coming up here in March 14th through the 16th. That's a Thursday through a Saturday. This is the first annual Jasper Jeep Jam and Overland Rally, being put on by the town of Jasper, Arkansas. If you're an Overlander, you know right where this place is. It's right in the heart of the Ozarks, and it's going to be a pretty cool little deal, and we'd appreciate if y'all register and come out for that. It's going to be pretty limited for camping and whatnot. There's already tons and tons of vendors signed up for it, including this guy that's on with me this evening.
Oh, yeah.
He's going.
I'm excited.
We're going, and only the cool kids go. So come on. Come on with it.
Apparently all the cool kids need Jeeps.
All the cool kids. I mean, you don't have to, and it's not just Jeeps. Let's put that out there. It does not have to be a Jeep. That's just what it's called, but everybody is welcome. It's going to be a good time. Go out and support. It's a great little town. Lots of great people. It's going to be a really good time.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Who's on here?
Like cool.
Oh, that's off-road.
In the house.
What up, dog? What up, dog? Old man, old truck. There's my guy.
Hey,
how you doing? Peyton Timms.
Yeah, Peyton's going to be there with me.
Yeah?
Yeah, he's going to be helping me out, and he's got his wild man. I was going to say mountain man. His wild man know-how. I'll give him a little shameless plug. He's got a great channel.
Yeah, I haven't seen him since the listeners came out. Yeah, podcast listeners came out. Yeah, that'll be fun. Yeah, there's a lot of people already signed up for that, and it's going really well. Also, if you'll go like their Facebook page as well, or the Jasper, Arkansas Facebook page, every Wednesday she gets on there. Her name is Lisa. I believe she's on a different podcast. Here she is right here. Lisa, do it right there. She is the one in charge of that. And any hoodie, she can answer all your questions. But go and like the Jasper, Arkansas's Facebook page and the Jeep Jams Facebook page. And every Wednesday she does a live and does like a little spotlight of who's going to be there and what's going to be going on and stuff. So silly. Let's see. Justin Williams, quit teasing me with the knives. Buy one, Justin.
Which knives? Are you talking about this knife, Justin?
Ooh.
Let's see if I can get it in the shot. That one right there?
I mean, I guess.
I've been messing with
cool.
all day.
What's that one back there behind you? I think I see one behind you over there. Is that one of yours?
Yeah. This is one of my all-time favorites that I've done.
Ooh.
Nice little Serbian chef's knife.
That's cool.
A walnut handle, brass pins, leather sheath. I'd made this one. This is one of my Toyota knives. So I made this one out of a 22 Tacoma. Leaf springs from a 22 Tacoma. And
really?
Yeah, so I that's kind of where it all started. Using leaf springs. And that's a little bit what got me into the overlanding world. Because everybody's like, "Oh, you make them out of truck parts. That's so cool." And so I've got this one actually. I just finished up. This one's off of an 01 Jeep Cherokee.
How cool! What's the handle made of? That's unique.
The handle here is G10. Yeah, this is just like the one that Justin bought from me at Rito.
Yeah, he just says he already bought one. He says, "I'm trying not to buy more," but he wants a complete set.
Everybody needs a complete set. You can't just buy one.
So buy local, support small business.
But yeah, the cleavers have been really popular for like a small little cooking knife, great for kind of adding to your rig and stuff. And
Bats Off Road, which knife are you talking about? The one that was behind him or the one he was just showing? I'm just curious.
Thank you, Lisa.
So tell us, how did this come about? How did Pruitt Knives of Valor start? Like, how long have you been doing this craft?
I've been doing it for almost 2 years now. It started, I mean, who doesn't like cool knives? Mm-hmm. And I always thought, I was like, man, it'd be really cool to make a knife. But I was like, yeah, I don't think I would ever be able to start doing that. And then as I started kind of researching it and thought, this is actually something that all of them, this is something I actually could do. You can start out doing it if you can figure out how to put stuff together, and you can do it for almost nothing. You can build your own forge. I had a friend that works for the railroad, so he brought me a piece of railroad track for my first anvil. So lots of little things like that, and that's what got me into the leaf springs. I'll back up just a touch. So I wanted to do something that could be a craft. I missed working with my hands. I grew up working for my dad in construction. And so working with my hands was something I missed doing. And so I thought, well, what's something I could do that I could do at home that I could get my kids involved in, so that if they ever want to take it over or want to continue it, they can, and they can start it early. And so that's kind of where the knife making came out. And I started making them out of leaf springs, and different people were like, hey, can you make, I just took the leaf springs off my truck. Can you make me one out of that? And I was like, yeah, sure. So I've accumulated Chevy leaf springs, Toyota leaf springs, Jeep leaf springs, Dodge leaf springs. I've gotten enough recently that I've had to turn down a couple offers just because I have nowhere else to put all these sets of leaf springs laying all over the driveway.
They're plentiful whenever you're upgrading your vehicle. People are like, here, take these.
Oh yeah,
take them. Nobody wants them, like.
Yeah,
they just sit around. So.
Yeah, it's kind of grown a lot. Caleb with Baker Overland kind of brought me into the overland world, and he bought one of my first knives because he kind of nerded out over that it was made out of a leaf spring. And so just because of him, I've met a lot of really cool people, and have gotten to do some wheeling and camping with some awesome folks, and got connected with the More Expo last year. Was my first show I ever did. And so it's gone a long way in just 2 years. I've been really, really excited and happy to see how far it's gone, and the support that I've gotten, especially in the world of outdoors and camping and overlanding and all that.
That's awesome. Whenever you're doing a knife, I mean, I'm sure, do you do custom orders first?
Yes.
Like if somebody comes to you with an idea,
Mm-hmm.
you kind of spin it and come up with something that would work, I guess.
Yeah.
Correct?
Usually if it's not a design that I've done, usually what I'll do is I'll get the ideas from them. I'll draw something up and we'll send pictures back and forth until we have a design figured out. And then I'll start on it after that.
So where do you feel like most of your inspiration comes from? Is it something that you see, or you just have these ideas in your head and you just start drawing them out?
Really, a lot of them are relatively simple, common designs, like a drop point. This is one of my most popular small knife designs, but I like that it's just simple. Ooh. It's not too big of a handle, but it's also not too small. It can fit a full grip if you need to fit a full grip, for my hand anyway. But it's just a good one that you can carry every day. I've gotten a lot of my inspiration from some other knife makers that I look up to. I've taken some online courses to better kind of figure out how I can make handles even better, or how to make make them sharper, stuff like that. And so, but yeah, most of the time, most of my designs that I've done on my own that aren't just a special order, I'll just get out there and start hammering and kind of see which way the shape that the blade's taking. And that's how it was at first, because I was learning how the steel moved. And so I just start hammering and figure out what happens and go, that's kind of a cool shape, I'll stick with that. Or, if I didn't like the shape, I'd figure out how the steel was moving. Well, as I learned how the steel was moving, I could get more precise with the design on purpose, rather than just kind of coming up with something by accident. But yeah, most of my designs have come from either just trial and error, no drawings ahead of time, and then when I found something that I like and that I've gotten good feedback on, then I'll draw it out so I've got a little bit of a template so I can make them consistent.
Awesome. Now the one you just showed me, the smaller knife, the handle looks like it's blue from here. Is it blue?
Yeah, so it's
black. What is that made out of?
So that's G10 as well. Let me see if I can get it. There you go. So it's mostly black, and then it's layered with black and blue. So you get those as the handle takes shape, those layers starts to expose those layers. So you get kind of up to the front where it's angled in.
Now, how do you get the coloring?
So I buy the handle material in sheets, and then I cut the handle out. Once it's glued on and I start to shape the handle, that's when these colors will start to come out. And so like that's actually the style I carry. So mine's got some green and black and brown in it. Okay. And so those
it does its own thing, basically.
Do what?
It does its own thing. It's not something that you actually make it that color.
No, I don't make it. I order certain colors. So here's another one that's a black and orange.
Ooh, that was neat.
And so I can flip them around to where either the primary color is going to be orange and have some black exposed, or vice versa. And so, but yeah, I'll buy it in a sheet. I'll cut it out, and then as I shape the handle, the colors in the layers come out.
It's cool. So, since I'm not a knife person, probably don't know the right term. Is that? Do you do is it a sheath? What is that? The holds the knife.
Mm-hmm. So I do the sheaths myself as well. So I'll do the knives. I make Kydex sheaths. And so I've got belt clips that usually go in these. This style design, I like to carry in my pocket, and I put a belt clip kind of in the waistband belt clip on it. So it goes in the pocket, catches my belt, the belt clip will be kind of here, but that handle's still sticking out. I'm not big on wearing things on my actual belt. I usually prefer stuff in my pockets. But yeah, I'll do the Kydex, and then I'll do. This is my only leather example I've got right now, but I do leather. I do my own leather sheaths as well.
Ooh.
So like this one I had to get a little creative with just because it needed as a big old knife. And so what I decided to do was just to sheath the blade. I put my leather together, I dye it, I seal it, and then just took another piece of leather that can tighten up and hold that in. And then I've got some antler sheds, so I made a bead out of a deer antler right here to hold that in nice and tight.
That's really cool. Tony wants to know, how about a black and snazberry pearl?
Black and snazberry pearl. I bet I can find something like that.
You know what the snazberry is, right? What he's referring to there?
Oh yeah, the Jeep.
Yeah.
Or is he talking about? Or is that a Willy Wonka reference?
No. Not a Willy Wonka reference. Nope. He's talking about matching his truck.
Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Probably come up with something.
Probably. How long does it take you to, on average, make a knife? If somebody orders one and they want a knife,
so
how long does it take?
It could take, if I'm doing one knife and that's all I'm focused on, I could probably do a knife in about a week. In about 3 days. But that's all I would do for about 8 hours each day is work on that one knife. And so I've done a class where it ended up taking us 2 days. But I actually did a little bit of prep work between day 1 and day 2 for the guy who was taking the class. But yeah, on average, I would say about 15 hours goes into each knife, give or take. There is some time like day 2 when I would heat treat the knife. I have to temper the knife, and so that takes about 4 hours in the oven. And so while the knife sits there, I'm usually working on something else. But
Gotcha. Lisa says she doesn't think she's ever personally owned one, but her husband loves knives. Of course he does. And he will see them firsthand.
Oh, yeah.
In Jasper. You better hide him from it because he's probably going to want to buy one. Yes, that is a lot of time. So basically, it's probably more like a week after your big kid adulting job.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Super cool. So I wonder, okay, so whenever you were at Rito, we were basically in a booth right next to you.
Mm-hmm.
The weather does it affect whenever you were trying to start a knife and go through that process?
At home, no, the weather doesn't really affect me. I mean, I work out of my garage is my shop, and so it kind of just makes me work a little differently. So when I forge, I open the garage door up, I push the forge out into the driveway a little bit. So when it's raining, usually I'll open the garage door, but not all the way. So I've got air circulation in there, and then I'll just kind of arrange the forge in the shop there.
Okay.
That's about the only thing that weather affects.
And that's what I thought. But I knew at Rito there was a little bit of challenges because the weather was not how we anticipated it to be.
Yeah.
The weatherman missed the point on that one. So I know that a couple of times you had to shut down your demonstration, basically.
With that rain coming through, it wasn't allowing the forge to burn quite right. So once that rain finally let up, I was able to fire it up.
Well, it was cold and windy too. Old Man on Truck says my children are already fighting over his knife collection. Oh man! Wow. Well, you need to add one of these to it. Each one of these to you for your collection. Let me see here. So I saw on a reel here about, I don't know, a week or so ago that you might have had one of your kids making a knife. And I think I saw you had a son at Rito also that was there helping you, and also was doing the same thing. So your children are interested in it as well.
Oh yeah. So my I have 4 kids, and my 3 oldest have all played around with. She pre-ordered Great Weather.
Yeah.
The kids have all played around in the garage with me. They've all forged some. My oldest, she has a knife that's in the works that she's wanting to make. My oldest son, my second born, is actually here. His knife is right here. So he's helped me some, but he was bound and determined to make his own knife. So in that video in that reel is a clip of him forging. He would not let me help at all whatsoever. He wanted to do it all by himself. And so he hammered out this railroad spike, did the grinding on it and everything. So all we have left is to sharpen it. But he did a fantastic job. It's a blast getting them out there and having fun. And then my third one, my second son, has a knife in the works that's ready for a handle to go on. So they've all had a hand in it. They really enjoy it, and it's cool getting to watch them learn and handle power tools well, and it's a lot of fun.
The spike is cool because it looks like it twisted it to make the handle part of it, which is really neat.
Oh, yeah. I've done a few of these, so you put that little twist in there, so you've got your handle, but it's a railroad spike,
right?
And so my buddy who works for the railroad brought me a whole bag of these, and I've done a few early on. That was what I started with before I got into using leaf springs. Made a few railroad spike knives before I found out about the leaf springs being some good high carbon steel, so they'll hold a good edge. Where the railroad spike knives are fun, they just won't hold as good of an edge.
The parent company for who I work for is a railroad company.
Oh yeah,
all kinds of stuff. Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure.
I never thought about making a knife out of it though, so that's kind of cool.
Oh yeah, I've actually made a few railroad spike knives for a couple people that gifted a knife to a family member that works for the railroad. They're like, "Oh, they'll love this. It'll be so cool."
That's really cool. That's really, really cool. So I know you said you're using leaf springs a lot more now.
Mm-hmm.
How many knives can you get out of a leaf spring, or does it take the whole thing?
A lot. I can get, especially because most of the knives I make are small, and it depends on the leaf spring. So the leaf springs I started with came off of an '86 Chevy C20. And it's a pretty thick stack of leaf springs. I want to say there's 6 leaves in a pack of leaf springs. And I made, just out of one layer of the leaf springs, I was able to make 15 to 20 knives out of one leaf. And so it goes a pretty long way. My Jeep leaf springs are only about a 1/4 inch thick. They're not as thick, so they don't go quite as far. The leaf springs I have, they came from a Dodge 2500, and I think those are about a 1/2 inch thick, so those go a long way.
That's way more than I thought. I was thinking maybe getting 2 out of them, but I'm way off.
Yeah. Well, and if I'm making, like, for example, like this big old camp knife, I'll use a lot more steel for this than I will for this.
I see the difference. Dang, that's a sword.
So this is about a 3-inch blade. This one's about an 8-inch blade.
Oh, wow.
So just a nice big, almost like a machete, but just good for just about anything you'd need at camp.
That is crazy cool. And then, so as far as customization goes, you can also stamp it to say something.
Yeah, so my maker's mark that I put on here, I put that on with just a Dremel tool.
Oh, okay.
And so I've done I've done a few where I've put like initials in there or something on the other side of the blade for people. And so that's about what I've mostly done.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That's super cool. What, tell me what kind of, since you've been in this for about 2 years now, what shows have you done, and what shows do you have coming up that you're going to go to or register for?
Yeah, for sure. So, so last year, like I said, that More Expo was my first show that I did. So I did More Expo and I did Rendezvous in 23. And those were, I really enjoyed both of those. And so this year, the Jasper Jeep Jam and Overland Rally, I think is the full title of it. I'll be there mid-March, and then I'll be at More in April. And then I should be at Rendezvous this fall, and I'm considering doing what's the new one that's going to be in Oklahoma? Overland of America.
Oh, yep. You beat me to it. Yep. Overland of America in September.
Yeah, so that'll be kind of I think that's like mid-September in Jay, Oklahoma. And then Rendezvous, I want to say, is early mid-October.
Mid-October, yep.
October, okay.
Well, that's a pretty good lineup for 24.
Yeah, so I'm excited. I'm not sure. Part of why I keep debating between Overland of America is just because it's so close to Rendezvous, and I only make so many knives in a month. So a part of me was like, I don't want to sell out at Overland of America or something, and then I'll have anything to take to Rendezvous. But I'm sure I can work around the problem.
You'll be doing demonstrations at all those?
Yeah.
Or no?
Yeah. So I'll have my forge and anvil there doing some forging demonstrations, and it'll be a lot of fun.
Awesome. Tony wants to know, hold on, wrong one. Tony wants to know if you've ever made a knife for a ninja.
Not that I know of.
I cannot with this dude. A knife for a ninja. Why, you got ninja skills there, Tony? Oh my God. Lisa's husband likes cane knives. We call those sabacons in Louisiana. What is a cane knife?
Cane knife.
I don't know what a cane knife is.
I hadn't heard of that either, but I wondered if it was a knife that is like it's a cane, and the cane is kind of the sheath for the knife, perhaps.
Or maybe it's a cane that has like a tiny knife at the end, so it's like a weapon. Almost like a ninja. Almost like a ninja. Oh, she says it chops sugar cane. Oh, damn. That's aggressive.
I kind of want to Google it
canes. I'm curious to know what that is. We're so blessed that you're able to come to ours. She's excited that you're coming.
I'm excited too.
She is also going to, you're going to go to Rendezvous too? Look at
Awesome.
you. Look at you. Let's see. I got crazy ninja skills. Somebody come get their husband. Please.
Here's your, I'll give you it's a cane with a knife in it. How about Tony, this can make a good, that can make a good ninja knife for you, Tony.
Oh, Lord.
This one has been lovingly named the Arkansas butter knife.
Yeah.
So I made a knife, the biggest knife I have made to date. I made for Caleb Baker, and he wanted a 10-inch camp knife, and so it ended up being an 11.5-inch blade. So it was about probably that long. And he was like, no, 11.5 inches, that's perfect. I love it. Just want a big, ridiculous knife. So I made that for him, and I had the Osage orange handle on it, like I have on this one. Yeah. And he was using it in one of his YouTube videos not long ago, and he pulled it out and jokingly called it the Arkansas butter knife. And I told him that you got to use that name and make another one. So made another one.
That's crazy.
This one's only, I think this one's 8, maybe 8.5-inch blade. So.
He heard you. He says, "I'm late, but I'm here." Shout out to Caleb. Check out his YouTube channel.
Caleb Baker owns the largest PKV knife ever made.
Yep. That's so funny, man. Oh, there's Mel Mel. So cool to meet you at the camp out.
Yeah.
We love Melanie. Lisa says that the cane knife is about 16 inches long. You got to investigate that. That might be something you need to do.
I'm gonna have to look into this. I'm gonna need to do some research.
We're gonna have to get on the Google, on the interweb, and check it out. Caleb, I know the name of that one. Yes, you do. You named it, sir. Tony likes it, of course. Old Man Old Truck, have you made any really unusual knives?
I wish that I just shipped it out this morning. Let's see if I can show you a picture of it from my phone. But the most unusual knife I made, I just shipped out this morning, and so this was an order from a couple I met in at Rendezvous, and she has a folding knife of this knife, but she really wanted a straight a non-folding knife, and asked if I could recreate it. And I was like, yeah, I'm sure I could do that. Well, they sent me the picture of the knife, and I was like, I don't really know if I can do that. Like that looks really complicated, to be honest. But I said, usually I take a deposit for any pre-order, but this one I was like, let's hold off on. Let me make sure I can do this before I take a deposit. I was very excited to have been able to do it, but that's the.
Ooh, that is a cool color.
So it turned out super, super cool. But it was the funkiest shape I've done yet. And it was super comfortable in the hand. But that's
how big was that one?
So that was about a 3.5-inch blade. Overall length, I think, was 7.5, 8 inches.
So similar to that one that you say you carry in the pocket with the blue handle.
Yeah. I think the handle on that one was a touch longer. But yeah, that was the most interesting one I've done. This was another fairly intricate one that I really enjoyed doing. That one was inspired by another knife maker.
Ooh, that is cool.
And so it's like, I mean, it's just the whole shape of it, I think, looks so cool. I call this one the Razorback.
Because of the hump in the middle there?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. And that's just how it kind of turned out, right? I mean, or did you?
Yeah, so this was a design that I had pre-drawn, and then took the hammer to steel and made it happen. Yeah,
that's cool. Sling blade, French fried taters. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, most of the knives I make are kind of your everyday carry, camp knives, kitchen knives, stuff like that.
Nice. Oh, hey Sabrina.
Hey.
Hi guys. Tell Gus we said hi. Big Gus fan.
Oh man, yeah.
Big Gus fan. Very cool. So I heard you say you shipped. So you will ship.
Yeah.
To basically anywhere in the United States.
Yeah, pretty much anywhere in the U.S. Yeah.
Okay. So
that's where most of mine go out as I end up shipping most of them.
So when somebody has an idea about a knife or wants to order a knife, do they message you through Instagram or, Facebook or?
Facebook or Instagram are best ways to get a hold of me. I don't really I have a website, but not really. I basically use Facebook and Instagram as my websites, and I do orders through there. We communicate through either Messenger or Instagram DMs, and then I usually take payments through like Venmo or Cash App, sometimes PayPal.
Gotcha. Venmo, Zelle. Just kidding. All the things.
Oh yeah.
Let's step away from the knives for just a second.
All right.
Let's talk about overlanding.
Seems appropriate.
Seems appropriate. Let's talk about your rig. What do you have? How are you doing it?
So my rig is usually whoever's I can ride in. No, I'm just kidding. So I drive a 2011 Honda Pilot. It's beat up. But it's a good vehicle for me. I do a lot of. That's the vehicle I take everywhere I go. And if I'm going with a group that's going wheeling, that's what I do. I'll hop in with somebody. I went on a trip last year with Caleb Baker and had a blast doing that. And so got a trip planned for this weekend, and I'll take I got a Gazelle T4 tent for Christmas, so I'm really excited about that.
Ooh.
I jumped in on the diesel heater train and got me a diesel heater. And so I'm excited to go out and get some camping in this weekend and hop in somebody's rig and do some wheeling.
Now, when I know that Tony's going to be a part of that camping trip this weekend that you're going to be on as well.
Yep.
And you need to take a look at what we've done with our diesel heater.
Okay. He sent me some pictures. I'm excited to see it in person.
Okie Overland. It's pretty cool. Took ours over there and got put in a box so it's easier to stack and easier for me to carry instead of having to lug that whole case with the handle is pretty heavy for me, so it's a lot easier to front runner box, and we already used front runner boxes, so it just goes right on top of another one, so it's super awesome.
That's right. I forgot Okie Overland did that.
Yeah, it's a really cool. I'm getting behind on messages over here. You peoples, you getting excited. Yes, Caleb, front runner box. Correct. Yeah, it's really cool. Fits in there awesome. Like everything's all in there. Everything. Real compact. Super awesome. Cool. Coach Old Man Old Truck says he followed you on Instagram, so thanks for that.
Awesome. Thank you.
Sure he appreciates that. It's a beast, nice and toasty quickly. Yeah, gotta have a diesel heater anymore. I mean, I do. I mean, there's people that rough it out there. Misty, my co-host, they rough it. She layers up, uses, wool blanket, wool socks, beanie. I'm like, no.
I've done that. I've done that before and been fine, but I'm like, when I learned about diesel heaters, I was like, I'm getting one of those because I love cold weather, but I am a Florida boy, and so
me too.
I won't sleep well in cold weather. So when I found out about the diesel heaters, I was like, that's going at the top of the list.
I mean, for me, if my feet get cold, we're done. It's a done deal for me. I mean, I just can't get warm past that if my feet get cold. So I'm out.
What part of Florida are you from?
Fort Walton Beach.
All right. I grew up in Orlando.
I'm an Air Force brat. I think we talked about that
That's right.
Last time we camped together or whatever, because Misty's a Florida girl. I'm Florida. You're Florida.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's my happy place. Not gonna lie. My husband loves the mountains and I love the beach.
Absolutely. Why? That's where you need to be. Mountains and beach.
Right? Can they not make a combo? I mean, come on. Caleb says my buddy Will out in Idaho doesn't use a heater. Sub-zero. Crazy. Yeah, that's crazy.
And
you tell him I said so.
Those Montana, Idaho people, there's some rough and tough people.
They're used to it though. I think that, for them, they're more acclimated to that kind of weather and stuff. People like us over here in the middle, in the south, we don't get a lot of cold weather and stuff like that. So it starts to get cold like it has been this year.
Oh man, yeah.
I cannot. I can't do it. Lisa, I'm so jealous because my husband's Jeep is so cool and mine is just the mom mobile. Girl, let's build it. Let's build it. We'll build it.
If you build it, they will come.
I have a 4-door Jeep. That could be considered a mom mobile, but she is sassy and she's big. She's not a soccer mom kind of a.
She's been especially sassy lately, it sounds like.
She's been a bad girl. Really mad. She makes me really mad. I need to ask you this one real quick. It's way up on the thing. Tony wants to know how much propane you go through when you actually are making enough.
Oh, I really don't use as much as I thought I would. I could probably forge small knives. I could probably forge 6 to 8, and probably forge and heat treat that many knives with one 20-pound tank. So it actually lasts me a fair amount of time compared to what I had heard. Now, I do have 3 propane tanks that I keep around, so I can, if I run one out, I've got one, so I don't have to run to get it filled back up or whatever. So
keep them in rotation.
Yep.
That's crazy. Old Man Old Truck says no heater for him or no AC either. Well, hats off to you, my brother. Because the last couple of years it's been super hot and the winter's been super cold. So
yeah,
Mother Nature is cranky in Arkansas right now. I just don't get it.
Kidding. No
we can
kidding.
have 4 seasons in Arkansas in a 24-hour period. It's the craziest thing I've ever seen.
Oh, yeah.
Experiencing Arkansas. Looky here.
Hey, guys.
We are here. Hey. Are y'all going to Jasper Jeep Jam? Have you registered yet?
Yeah, they should be there.
Fellow Jeeper. Galen, I'm ready for spring and summer. I'm ready for spring. Not a big summer person because it's too hot. I'm more of a spring fall person. That's the good camping time, in my opinion.
Oh, yeah.
Unless you have an AC or a diesel heater.
I'm definitely more a cold weather camper.
Yeah, I can get warm. I can't cool off like in the summer. Lisa says she has big plans. I bet you come up with all kinds of ideas after this show. You'll be eat up. Nailed it. Cranky Mother Nature. For real. Hope to. Not sure yet. You better hurry up. That dude's booking up. I'm not kidding you. I mean, you can log on right now and register. I'm
liking the schedule, how they've set up the schedule at the Jasper Jeep Jam, because it's set up to where people can go wheeling in the morning and early afternoon, and then the vendors don't open till 2, and they're there 2 to 7. I'm interested to see how that goes.
Yeah. Well, yeah, first year. I mean, I'm sure when these shows start, they're a little bit different every year because they tweak it as it goes and learn what works and what doesn't work and all those things. Just like with More was small, and now it's gotten way out of bounds from where it was. It's
it's gonna be huge this
fourth year, I think.
I think this year they're expecting a double attendance from last year.
Yeah, and last year was, I mean, man.
Yeah.
So yeah, tweaking it and figuring out what really works and what doesn't work and all that stuff. So yeah.
I was talking to some other vendors that they were really excited about. They like that afternoon time because they can sleep in, kind of hang around or wheel a little bit, and then so I'm looking forward to that.
I'm all about the sleeping in. I like that because if you know me, I'm not really a morning person. So there's that. Misty would say she's not a morning person. She was sitting here. Lisa says she's ready to go float like a beached whale in the Buffalo River. Same, girl. Let's go on a kayaking trip. Let's get that set. I'm going to agree with you right there. Oh, Micah's on here. Hey, Micah. The weather is supposed to be really nice in a few weeks. Love the knives and designs, Pruitt.
Oh, thank you.
Nice. Love it. Got all kinds of folks on here tonight. You must be popular where you're at.
I hope so.
Can I have your autograph? This is crazy. Galen, sounds like almost 60 degrees for my birthday. That rarely happens. What?
Dang.
When's your birthday, Galen? It's going to be coming up. If you already know it's going to be 60 degrees, it's close. And where's the party? You're going to need to know that.
He'll put the coordinates out.
So, yeah, throw some coordinates out, but make it a secret until somebody posts it out for you.
Yeah.
That's a little jab. Let's see. Oh, where did it go? Monday.
All right.
Monday's his birthday. Good gracious. Hey, well, maybe the Chiefs will win Sunday, and that'll be your birthday present. What do you think? Caleb says big fans. I also have to have a fan, regardless of what time of year it is, if you're talking about that. He's kind of a big deal. And I'm sure Tony will say, what did the... Oh, he does a stupid pickle joke every time. And or one pickle say the other pickle, I'm kind of a big deal or something. I don't know. Ask Mel, LOL. Oh, Mel in charge. She probably jumped off of here. Mel's in charge of the party. Man, these messages coming in. I'm loving all his TikToks and videos, and I love that he videos his work. And I love the music that he uses too. That's right up my alley. That's lawn mowing music right there.
Oh yeah.
Get you some Metallica or something going on, so you drive aggressively.
Oh yeah, I love sharing the craft. So I haven't been posting very good lately, but I've been trying to remember to video more.
You know what? That's hard. Hats off to people that really, really push the social media and do all that stuff, because it's a lot of work. I mean,
yeah.
If you have your big kid job during the day and family and all that stuff, and you hit the door and stuff, but you're still trying to, social media it up, it's a lot. It's a lot.
Yeah. I'm just trying to put reels together too. And I'm like, the other day I was thinking about all these guys that have their YouTube videos that put out a 20, 30-minute video. I'm like, I can't imagine the hours that they put into it when I'm trying to make a reel and it takes me 3 or 4 hours just to make a 20-second clip.
No kidding. Oh, we got to hold on for just a second. I almost missed something. I got to do the Lady Overlander of the Week.
Yeah.
We got so excited talking about all these knives and stuff. I could not. So this week, Lady Overlander of the Week, which is a nominated thing that we do every week in one of our Facebook groups. And this week it goes to Erin Sharp with Lady Owned Toyota. She is she's an ambassador also for Arkansas, and that's her on the far right for me, probably far left for y'all. Such a sweet lady, always help anyone. Built her own rig, basically, does her own thing, but super cool lady. So congrats to you, Miss Ma'am. And we'll throw that out on the social of the media as well, probably tomorrow.
Cool. I think Aaron actually is who won the PKV knife raffle at Rito.
Aaron?
I think that's right.
Aaron did? Yeah, she did.
Yeah.
I did. That's cool.
I connected with her on Facebook afterwards.
Yeah.
So
I forgot all about that. She was the one that won your knife. That's awesome. Oh, if you only knew. Y'all see my dog walking around back there? Yeah. Everybody's gassed up. I cannot wait to meet her. Oh. Erin Sharp was the winner of the PKV knife at Rito. Look at there. They're just coming in so fast, I can't keep up with all this excitement. She was so excited about that knife. She was very excited. Awesome. She should. I mean, that's super cool. Lucky girl. Yeah, she's lucky. You going to give one away at the Jeep Jam? Asking for a friend.
I think there will be one being given away at the Jeep Jam.
Ooh, yeah. Okay. I got a question for you. Favorite camp meal? There it is.
Favorite camp meal.
Camp meal. Don't say whiskey. That's not a meal.
It could be. If you freeze it.
If it's the peanut butter whiskey, you could maybe count it.
I want to say like the classic steak and potatoes is always I'm always a big fan of that one. But chili's another one. I would probably it's kind of between chili and steak and potatoes.
Can't go wrong with some steak and potatoes, but chili, I think Tony's taking him some chili this weekend that I had made that's frozen in the freezer that he's going to take. I'm pretty sure he might need a steak for one night. Who knows? He hasn't told me the list yet. I asked him earlier too. Hey, what's the list for this weekend so we can get you loaded up? Experience in Arkansas. I don't know if y'all are watching their YouTube channel, but go and give them a follow.
Oh yeah,
they do some really good videos as well. And
putting out the video.
I'm sure this is Jason saying, if you only knew how many hours go into a video, it's a lot.
Oh man,
I'm sure Caleb could say the same thing. Anything I make. So you like anything he makes?
Oh man,
for favorite reel.
Yeah, when we went about a year ago, everything he made, I was like, this is amazing. We had some leftovers. Like, I don't really know what to do with these leftovers, and I thought, stick them back in the cooler. I'll take them home.
Yeah, Michael's good at eating my food. Well, that's hats off to the chef, man.
Oh yeah,
I
still
really.
to this day haven't had a Baker Overland pizza yet, though. That's the one I'm holding my breath for.
Pizza is my thing. I love pizza.
Oh yeah,
so much.
I tell my wife I could eat pizza every day. That's one thing I never get tired of. And we make every Friday we make homemade pizzas in this house.
Experience Arsa, Caleb is fast. We are slow in learning. Oh, Caleb's been doing it a minute. But listen, y'all both faster than I will ever be. Like I said, it takes a lot of time. By the time I hit the door, I'm done. Needs to happen. Oh, yeah, personal pan pizzas on the Scottle. This is something that Tony does, which we did pick this up from Rhino. I'm sure everybody knows who Rhino is. If you don't, then you might be under a rock. I'm not sure. But personal pan pizzas, you can get them little Red Baron's personal pan pizzas, and then put them on your Scottle and cover them and cook them on that bad boy. Put them on the little grate on your Timbo tusk, and cook them in there, and it is fantastic.
That's cool. Wouldn't have thought about it.
Yeah. Pizza's my thing. So if I can have pizza out on the trail, hell yeah, let's go. I'm slower than you think. I doubt it. I doubt it. So chili or a steak and potatoes. Man, are you a ribeye guy?
I'm really any kind of steak. I'm not picky.
All right. I am picky. Tony loves ribeye, and I am a no fat kind of a person.
Yeah.
And a well done person. I know. That's not a real steak. You cook it well done, and blah blah blah. I'm aware, and I eat mine with ketchup too. So how about that?
Well, if I'm gonna get picky, it's deer steaks and potatoes.
Ooh, some backstrap or something.
I like to take the backstrap, just slice it up, and throw it in a pan with some oil, salt and pepper. Flip it. So
the little coin size ones, and then you can flour them a little bit too. You put some flour and
usually
it that way.
I usually flour them, but yeah, I've had them that
make
way.
It gravy. So good. Oh, Sabrina needs Scottle lessons. Girl, we got you. Hang around Tony. Hang around Joey. Man, I love to camp with Joey because he cooks everything. I love to camp with Chris Marler because he cooks everything. I don't cook when we go out to camp.
Kitchens.
Seriously. He's got that 3-burner now. Oh, man. That thing is so cool. Oh. Favorite knife so far? Oh, that's a good one.
Ooh, favorite? That's a hard question, too. I'm trying to think through some of the ones I've done. Every day is different. Right now, I would say the knives I currently have, this is one of my favorites. It's between this one and this one. Those are kind of my two favorites right now.
I really like that one. That handle is just kind of neat to me. It draws my eye. I like that.
Yeah, it's very comfortable. I like that. I call it a shark fin, but I like having that on there because you can either put your thumb in it or you can put your finger in it. So it just gives you a good stop.
Almost looks like a knife that you'd gut a deer with.
Just about. It's really similar to some of those that I've done.
Mm-hmm. Galen says he'll cook you some deer steak for you sometime. He does a good job. Galen's not afraid to throw down. Lisa says we're making her hungry. Me too, girl. Me too. I like snacks and stuff all the time. Like, Hard to beat a good ribeye, fried taters, and some asparagus. I bet that's going on the list now because we done talked about it. So now I'll be able to go do that. Oh my God, what is a scottle? Girl, Google Timbo Tusk. Stat.
I will say
it's like this disc. It's a disc and it's got legs and stuff, and you cook on it.
One of my favorite cooking tools that I've come across is called a scriddle. Have you heard of those?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
I want one of those for my house. Those things are just so cool.
Galen makes some good deer steaks. We need to get that custom design I sent in the works. Oh
yeah. Oh yeah. I can probably start messing around with that next week.
Top secret.
Mm-hmm.
Sexy. Looky who blessed us with their presence.
Is he talking about me?
Ladies and gentlemen, it's Benji Ward of Budget Overland.
The one, the only.
Hey, brother.
Benji
the
Ward.
one, the only Benji. Bats Off Road, Timbo Tusk Scottle. Yep, told you. Timbo Tusk. Timbo Tusk. A must-have in the Overlanders kit. Killer. I don't know what that even means.
He's the reason. Caleb's the reason I know what a scriddle is, so I wonder if he's talking about that.
She thinks we're making up words now. Laugh her ass off, I guess, but we're not making up words. It's a Timbo Tusk Scottle. Dudes in California. For real, for real. It's got some good stuff.
That's cool.
You need it. You need it. Now, your husband, now you need your own. They even got a teeny tiny mini one. Tony's got this little bitty one that he takes with him instead of the bigger one now. It's small. Tiny.
Did y'all have that one at the camp out? The small one, or was that the big one?
That was the regular one.
Okay.
This one's like a personal size one you can take, and he takes that with him when he goes out 95% of the time now. Lisa, cool. Benji needs to join us for the 2024 Jasper Jeep Jam and Overland Rally Jam. We'll have Tony talk to Benji about that this weekend when they're all out doing what they do.
See if we can talk him into it.
See if we can talk him into coming down and hanging out with us in Jasper.
Oh, yeah.
Jasper, Arkansas. Experience in Arkansas. Scottle equals propane heated wok. Oh, Jason. Calm down. Calm down, bro. Calm down. You've had a lot of comments. We might have to have you back on the show. You got people wired up.
I'd love to do that.
You're famous. I'm telling you, you're famous. You're famous.
I kept sharing it. I was like, come on, people, let's get some questions or comments or whatever. Hang out.
I know. When that thing finally got it out this morning, I'm like, I know he's already probably like, he was chomping at the bit 2 days ago. Like, oh, get it out there. Let's get it out there.
I just had it on my mind. I was like, I need to post something today. Maybe I can post that.
That was so awesome. So if anybody wants to find you on social media, this is your time to let us know where we can find you.
Yeah, so it's on Facebook and on Instagram. It's at Pruitt Knives of Valor. And so shoot me a message. I've got several blades currently available. I'll be at the Jeep Jam. I'll be at more. Come by and see me. If you want to place an order, just shoot me a message.
Awesome. 15 hours if he straight works on it. 8 hours a day. If not, it's a week, people. We all have to work to support our habits. Last message. So very cool that his kids love to learn his craft. I think it is too. He had a son there, Rito, was doing the thing. I was like, what is happening?
Yeah. I wasn't sure if he'd want to help me or not, but he definitely wanted to, and it was a lot of fun.
He's probably going to want to come with you to the Jasper Jeep Jam, but he's got school.
Well, we homeschool, right? So he could probably go with me.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So he might be there.
That's off to y'all. I'm not a teacher.
My wife is a gifted teacher. She already taught. She taught 7th grade when she was teaching in schools, and so I was like, that just takes a special person to teach middle schoolers. But
my kid's in 8th grade. I don't even know what to say right now. She still has hair. I mean, I don't even. Oh, good Lord.
She's enjoying teaching.
Bounce, y'all. Yeah, that's awesome. Like, Oh man, yeah, he probably won't want to go then, won't he?
Yeah,
He probably will.
he probably will.
Well, Michael, I appreciate you being on the show tonight. It was a blast.
Yeah,
Great,
thanks for having
great
me.
conversation. I know you'll see what's his face this weekend and all that, and I probably won't see you till, I don't know, Jasper. Oh, I forgot to mention Arla's Bad. Polar Bear Camp Out. The next one is February 10th, hosted by Overland Addict. Y'all need to get on and register if you want to go. Must register. It fills up fast. The last one did as well. If you want the patch, you better go. That's all I'm saying. Cool patches. Anyway, all right. Night, y'all. Appreciate you being here. We will see you next week.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah.
See ya.